Alright, Father Richard. With the records I played today. What I did today is I played Record Store Day records. It's Black Friday Record Store Day. I wasn't gonna make a video. I wasn't feeling it. But I was playing these records. I had a couple of these. And we're doing it, man. Now, I've been entering my collection slowly but surely into Discogs. And I picked this cube. And all these are entered. These are the ones that are not. And I picked this cube. Over here, these are the ones entered, and these are not. These are punk, and these are more 60s. Gotta break it up, you know. But anyways, I figured I would play some Record Store Day records, because those are easy to enter into Discogs. And the first one I listened to today was Garage Days. This is a 60s garage comp. It's not the best comp I have, but it's got some killer tracks on here. The main reason I got this, it has Primitive by the Groupies, and it's got I'm 5 years ahead of my time by the Third Bardo. Now that's a band that never released an album, but man, that song is so fucking good. They have a 10-inch, I know that I think it has all their recorded tracks, but I figured this is a good one to get. It's not great all the way through. I don't know, Don't Push Me Around and It's Too Late. There's a few songs that, they're not bad, but they're not up here garage. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's got a Batman, even the Batman theme on there. And this record can be had for $20. I think it was like, that's with shipping. You can get this cheap. So don't go out, go to eBay the day of Record Store Day and pay double. Almost all Record Store Day records come down after a while. The second one I listened to is, Ladies and Gentlemen, The Bangles. Now, I think this was a Record Store Day first. And this record you can get for 25 bucks. You know, it's a compilation. And honestly, this is my favorite Bangles album. Side 1 and the first song on side 2, I have them all. But it's kind of cool to have them on one album. And what this consists of, it starts off with Bitchin' Summer, Speedway, which is an instrumental, kind of a surf rock 60s instrumental that was on the Rodney on the Rock Volume 3. It's got their first single, which I have, when they were the Bangs. It's got their first EP, which I have. And yeah, that's side 1. Side 2 has one song from that first EP. And then it's got 4 demos, which are great. Now, I know they blew up with Walk Like an Egyptian and all that era. I would love to hear it. I would love for them to release a demos album of those years. I have a feeling I would like the demos more than the finished product. I mean, anyways, these demos are fantastic, man. And then it's got a couple of live tracks. And one of them is 7 and 7 Is, the love song. And it's recorded at the Palace in Hollywood. And I was at that gig. The next one. We're going psych now. 60s Psych, Tomorrow. Featuring Keith West. Now, I think I don't know who Keith West is, but this album had Steve Howe, who was a guitar player for Yes. It had Twink, who played with every other band in the 60s. And yeah, this is a really good, I love this album. Now it's in mono, and I guess that's a plus, but I would have preferred this to be in stereo, to be quite honest. I mean, you got My White Bicycle. I have a stereo version of that on a CD, British Sight Comp, and man, the way it goes back and forth with headphones, it's just fantastic. And this one can be had for $25. And I'm not talking, these prices I'm giving, I'm not talking, you know, very good. I'm talking near mints. And I've looked these up on Discogs. And yeah, if you're into 60s psych and you don't have this album, never heard it, go to Discogs, pick it up. It's very good. Another one, The Remains. I don't know, they were from back east or whatever. Boston maybe? It was either Boston, Detroit, I don't know. It's a big, I'm thinking Boston. And the last song on side one is Diddy Wah Diddy, and I think it was a regional hit over there. Over here in California, of all things, Captain Beefheart had a hit with that song. I remember it being played on the radio, AM radio in Bakersfield. This is more of a garage, but very polished band. But you got songs like, is it Why Do I Cry? Or I Don't Look Back. It sounds like it could be a Beatles song, you know? Yeah, Why Do I Cry? It sounds like it could be a Beatles song. And then the next one, Diddy Wah Diddy, it sounds more like the Yardbirds. And this one can be had for, I wrote these down. This one jumped a little bit. It's $45. And I got the price sticker on here, you know, the Amoeba price sticker. $19.90, $20 I paid. And the shrink with the hype sticker. Now this next one is a perfect illustration of why you should wait. And it's the Sonics at Easy Street. And this was the special edition. They had two editions of this that came out. One was like this. This is the Record Store Day, still got the record. But this one had this wraparound thingamajig. And on, you know, right after Record Store Day, they were asking, the cheapest I saw was like $85, but most of the listings were on eBay were like over 125 bucks. I waited almost a year, and I got it for maybe $5 more than what the original price was. And right now it's 55 bucks. So it's not a cheap record, but man, this is fantastic, dude. And it's them live, recorded on Record Store Day. And this is the place it was recorded at, a picture of. And this is a light, and someone wrote Sonics, you know, with their finger in the dust. But yeah, this is fantastic live album. And this version is pretty cool. Comes with this little booklet. This, whatever that is, it's got like a ticket stub that you know, a replica. And it's got this little sheet here with the signatures of the band. Pretty cool. This was limited. I don't know, how much was it? Okay, I got 156 out of 500, which is pretty cool. And you can get that for 55 bucks. That is a great album. I highly recommend it. If you're into that 60s garage, and the Sonics were like at the forefront of that. This next one, the Sisters of Mercy. This was a pretty recent one. Maybe last year. This is the Sisters of Mercy, the BBC sessions, 1982 through 1984. It's a double record, but only 3 sides. One side is 1982, the second side is BBC Sessions 83, and the third side is 84. Out of all these, this is probably, I think, the best record. This is fantastic, dude. Now, I remember back in the 80s, they used to have these BBC Sessions or Peel Sessions, whatever it was. And these records that would, you know, they had at the store, and they were cheap. But I never bought a one of them. Man, I regret it, because every BBC recording that I've heard, or Peel Sessions that I've heard, they're fantastic, man. Now this one you can be had for $65. So this one's, it's a 3 sides, but yeah, this one's gone up probably the most, because I paid $21.99 for it. So yeah, but yeah, this one is, I think, for me, is probably the best of all these that I listen to. Now the next one is the Ramones, live in Australia, I believe. Yeah, live. Triple J live at the Wireless. Okay. I have an L7 record that was recorded at the Wireless. Capitol Theatre, Sydney, Australia, July 8th, 1980. Previously unreleased live show from the 1980 tour. And this is really good. And this can be had for $25. You know, got the Record Store Day hype on there. You can go to Discogs and get this record for $25. Really good live show. And what's unique about this one, it's got some songs on there that they only performed on this tour. You know, the turn of the century tour. But yeah, very well worth it. And the last one, I decided to listen to something a little different, and it's Eden, Beauty and the Beat. Now this is a rap album, and this is fantastic, dude. And this one you can be had for $30. It's like the first song, Polite Meeting intro. It's kind of like an instrumental. You got some talking, and you can't stay still listening to this shit. And then it goes into Funky Voltron, which is fantastic. But they go from one song right into the other. And the part in between, it's Davy Jones from the Monkees talking, like from an interview. It's just the stuff they sampled on this is fantastic. I know rap isn't for everyone. But yeah, I highly recommend this. Give it a listen on YouTube if you're, you know, interested in that. It's pretty, some of it's kind of dance, like Public Enemy, but it's not political. Kind of like De La Soul vibe. I mean, you can kind of tell the vibe they got going, you know, with this. But yeah, very cool. And that's it, man. The records I listened to today. My wife is in Los Angeles with her friend and their daughter and her husband. They went to see Mana. If you don't know who Mana is, go on YouTube, type in Vinyl Richie, Mana, M-A-N-A, and you'll see, I saw them, I think it was 2 years ago, and I did a couple of videos. Really good band from Mexico. But I couldn't go. I didn't go to Record Store Day either. But yeah, I plan on getting a couple of titles. I don't want to say because there might be a run on them if I do. Anyways, take care, everybody. Now, the Faces BBC recordings, I want to get that, dude. And then 13th Floor Elevators, man, the bullshit one.